Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna put this is the VIP area right here.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Smooth. Straight R&B. Straight R&B. Straight R&B. What's happening, world? Happy Friday. Welcome to another episode of Cognac Confessionals. I'm your host, Deshaun, here at Where Media Meets Studios, in conjunction with VJ TV, Feral Films, History in the Making Entertainment, Keep It Cloudy Productions. What else? I forget anybody? No, I didn't. Drop Knock, Camouflage, yeah. All that. Shout out to Flodge. Welcome everyone. It's Friday. It's a great day.
It really is, despite it all.
Thank God it's Friday.
TGIF. Tongue goes in first.
Turn up.
Got a great show lined up for y'all. I'm gonna let everybody introduce himself as usual, starting with my guy to the left of me.
Hey, it's me, a.k.a. Pharaoh the Most, a.k.a. Pharaoh the Great, a.k.a. Shoot, man, just call me when you got my food ready.
Oakland, California comedian Jerry Law and activist.
Wait, let me do mine again. And let me do a voice.
Yeah, do that. Go ahead.
It's Pharaoh. Feral Films.
So really, fellas, really.
You'll never find. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm Kalia Hurst, aka Ninder Virk. I'm a model, and I am so happy to be here with you guys today. Thank you so much for having me.
Welcome.
Truly a pleasure.
Always beautiful. Always a blessing and a pleasure to be in my presence. I mean, that's what it is.
Hey, y'all don't need to get that in the morning. Like I told you earlier, it is truly a pleasure to be in my
I
presence.
thought we
It
were
is.
going to wait at least 2 minutes into the
He already doing himself. It's
What's
okay,
that?
though. It's good.
So, I'd like to welcome y'all both to the show. Jerry, you've been on here a couple of times, my good guy.
Absolutely,
You know
man.
what I'm
Always
saying?
a great time with your great brother.
Doing your thing as always. So, cousin, Claire,
Yes.
how you be?
I'm good. How you be?
I'm always excited with family on the show,
We just found out we was cousins, y'all.
Yeah, so it's always a good thing when we're family here.
Small world.
I'm always excited to be with family because family is important in the world. You always need somebody to borrow money from. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm just playing.
Woo! When they gonna let you borrow it back, though?
What's up, Trey? What's happening? Camouflage tuning in. So,
Lodge.
Real wow, bro.
Kev Ebb tuning in. Big Rich tuning in. What's happening? Monique tuning in. Thank y'all all for tuning
What's
in.
up, Monique?
So,
Okay.
Miss Hurst,
Yes.
tell the people of the world about yourself, who you are, what you do.
Okay. Well, my government name is Kalia Hurst. Most people know me by Kalia Hurst, but I go by Ninder Virk now. I was born and raised in Emeryville, but / North Oakland. Shout out to Mr. Fab. We
Oh, your
went to
family
school
got some
together. And only my mama's side. No, I'm joking. Both sides though. Okay. Shout out Oakland. And I'm 41, and so graduated with Mr. Fab Stanley. Shout out. I started off in Oakland. Started off modeling when I was 2 years old. I can't even remember.
You were like one of them Gerber babies or something?
I was an Emporium Catwell department store where the little clothes for the print ads kid.
Okay.
So all through, like, when I was coming up, they would show me pictures in the newspaper. This is you.
Mm-hmm.
And I would, like, they said I would grab it and I would throw it on the ground. Like, no. And I would go, like, play in the mud or something. I'm like, no.
Richard
no,
Anderson,
no.
you wildin' right now.
Yeah, I know. I just laughed at his comment.
But, you know, later on, I did a couple of things when I was a kid. So I went on some casting calls and stuff. And this is mostly my great-grandmother. My great-grandmother worked at this department store called Emporium Capwell. But during the 1989, now I'm telling my age again, earthquake, all of that was like done. So
I was 2 at the time.
he said he was.
I remember where I was in '89 on the earthquake. I was on Buchanan Court in East Palo
Y'all not
Alto.
about to make me look old.
About to watch the World Series when that shit starts shaking.
Right. Oh, by the way, I was in the car downtown Oakland when that happened, watching buildings shake. Can you imagine that?
Okay.
But yeah, started off when I was real small. My great-grandmother was taking me to like a lot of like casting calls by the time I was maybe 6 years old to about 8 years old.
Okay.
So I found myself really just standing in these long lines, competing with these kids. And I'm like nervous, and I'm like, I'm not gonna get it. But then I end up getting like some traction in a little bit of stuff. But I just like when I think I was about 10, my great grandmother passed. So I just kind of didn't want to do it anymore. So I just felt like, oh well, she's gone now. Little sad, you know. I'm gonna just continue to be a normal kid. So I switched schools from Catholic school, went to public school, and that's how I ended up meeting a lot of my childhood friends in like Emeryville and North Oakland.
Did you fight a lot in public school being a pretty girl?
It depends on who. I didn't fight a lot. I think I was more of the conflict like resolution. Like if you picked on like a smaller kid, I'd be like, why are you picking on that kid?
Oh, you a Vanguard.
Oh, okay.
Like kind of like a big sister. Does that make any sense?
Big little
Like,
sister.
hey, like don't do that kid like that.
Now in your child modeling and stuff.
But
I
if
was
they
a
touched
stand-in.
him, I would like get them.
Oh, okay. Now I was a stand-in for Gary Coleman when I was a kid till
Oh
I
my
got too
God.
tall. But I really enjoyed being in the industry as a little kid. And that reveals right there that I actually wasn't 2 during the during the earthquake. But did you feel any pressure as a kid, or did you enjoy it, or was it just something to do? Or?
It was good and bad. I mean, I felt like it was a positive thing to do. The kids that I met along the way, they were really nice kids. Like, I've never had any problem. It's just, once I just stopped doing it, I just stopped. I mean, I really did have a good time.
So let me ask you this question: Was it something you chose to do, or more made to do, or because it was like, oh, she pretty, she got to be a model?
Was it a Joe Jackson situation?
It was
or?
2 years old. I don't think I could say.
Oh no, you hey, sit your ass like okay.
Like, yeah, so it's kind of
Marlon
like...
Jackson was getting beat from the age of 3, you know, so.
All the Jacksons got
I
me.
can legally
still,
say I've been
nigga.
working since I've been like 2.
What the you not fat?
Right. I mean, so like...
Ram, knock it off.
Rev said the neutrons were better than the Commodore X. That's in your post you made the other day.
Shout out Ram.
Hey,
Yeah.
shout out. Okay.
So you ventured into modeling. What projects have you been on as far as modeling, and where?
So lately, I got back into modeling, I think, when I was in my 20s. So I started traveling more. I started going to Miami.
Mhm.
So Miami is like my second home. Shout out to Miami, everybody, my family out here in Miami.
So you started traveling in your
So-
20s. Are you going to be in that documentary?
No documentary.
You know that.
I'm trying to stay away
that
from
Freaknik
those.
94.
I'm trying to stay away.
I said just traveling.
I wasn't. No,
And
no,
she was
no.
moving in her 20s as pretty as she is. That she was in Atlanta in the 90s.
I was still a baby in '94.
Oh, okay.
But
yeah, just like
no,
me. I was 2 at the
I love
earthquake.
me some Miami and be going
Lord Jesus.
down in Miami. We be having so much fun. But yeah, shout out to everybody in Miami. I go back and forth to Miami. I've done clubs, promo, yacht parties, strip clubs. It's the radio, regular clubs.
This ain't the radio. We say everything.
Oh, this is where you free.
Yeah, we say what you
Free.
feel.
So-
Loosen up. Let them high.
Shout out to Miami.
Yeah, shout out to Miami.
So,
Money is a major
What was
issue.
your name when you danced? What was your name?
I didn't know I was in a stripper.
No, she was just in there throwing
Oh,
stats.
you was in there with the.
No.
My bad. I missed it.
But she was up in there with Big Meech in
See what
there.
happened when you assume?
Just,
She was
You
up
get
in
the
there
right
with.
answer, shit.
I was just a promoter back then. Nothing else.
Were you there with Big Meech? We want to know.
Larry Hoover,
Mm-hmm. All right.
Rick Ross.
Ooh.
Port of Miami.
Okay.
Maybach music.
Hey.
So that tells me that you were independently wealthy. So did you? How was it like coming back here looking at the peasants and the peons?
No, not like that at all.
Hilarious.
I came back home and I was just regular. You know what I mean? I try to live my best life in Miami.
From the hat that you wearing, I can tell you ain't never spent a day on this earth regular, but we're gonna let you have that. We're gonna let you have that.
I love you, friends and family. I'm regular, right? I'm regular. I'm just like I feel like a regular person.
How much does caviar cost?
A lot.
You know. So you're not regular.
Have you ever ate at Piper's on a Sunday after
How much
church?
is a gallon of milk?
Yes.
I don't know. I don't look at tax, price
Oh,
tax.
wow. I really don't know.
I know you don't. You're not regular.
That's sad. No. But I to be fair, I drink almond
Okay.
milk.
Now, how do you get milk from an almond?
Just wash it.
I don't know what kind of process they in there doing.
Like blend. I would think
Wash
you
it.
blend it and strain it.
Yeah,
I don't
just
know.
wash
Or
it.
like,
How much is a gallon of that?
like
I don't look at prices. That's a sign you got money. See, before we even pull up to the counter,
milk.
even before we pull up, when we put stuff in our food basket, before we even pull up in the register, we done already calculated that stuff in our head, and we know things
You
is
still
go
gonna
back.
be off $2.
Now, that's when I know I'm truly rich. Is when I can just throw whatever I want in the basket and pull
you
up.
don't see like I'm not rich. I be looking at prices, but I think I forget. Because it's like you really like don't want to be there, or you like internet shop instead. So
Okay.
it's like 10 times more when you order online, right?
Oh, hell yeah.
Like groceries, like
Drop-off fees.
okay, just drop it off to the door. Sorry, it's so much stuff. Goodbye.
Deuces.
Okay, so let me ask you this, because I was always interested in, because like at one point in time, when a woman said, "Oh, I'm a model," it was like she was exclusive because it wasn't that many. But now it's just a lot of people claiming that title. And so for you today, how is it for you today with all the new stuff coming and even people trying to have a new term, define the term model? You know what I mean? How is it for you today? Because you didn't get all of what they trying to or want to do. So
Yeah.
how was it today?
Well, because I took so many breaks in between just to have a family, get married, be a mom. My kids are grown now. Shout out to my grown kids. Hi. But yeah, it's hard to kind of want to live your life and follow your destiny and just put theirs first. So there's many times where I've taken breaks to really just be there for my kids, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
But it's model is subjective
Got it.
because right now in this industry you come in all shapes and sizes. There's all categories. You don't have to be petite. You don't have to be thin. You don't have to be tall. You can be short. You just rock what you got with confidence, right?
You ain't
And
gotta
if
be a
they
woman
want-
no more.
Right.
Wow.
What
He
he
went
said.
there.
Women.
What he said. Hey.
Hey, they gave Bruce Jenner Woman of the Year.
Yeah,
I didn't. They did.
They did. I ain't got nothing.
I want to fight somebody over there.
They ain't count my vote.
He said he wants to fight.
I must have missed the mail day that day.
Sorry, please continue.
That's okay. I love everyone, by the way.
Oh, me too.
We do too. But I mean, I know what the fuck I didn't vote for.
But no, I mean they have like tons of categories, right? Where you had to be like 6 feet tall. You had to be a coat hanger. Yeah. Are you from Paris?
You talking about back in the Barbizon days?
Yeah.
Back in the Barbizon. Remember that shit, Barbizon?
Yeah.
That shit back in the day.
And it forced a lot of girls. They caused anxiety. They was
being bulimic and all that,
trying to hurting themselves.
Unrealistic bullshit.
Instead of loving themselves.
You gotta love yourself first, and if you have fun, just being a Barbie dressing up, being plus size dressed up, being petite,
Fluffy lives matter.
It absolutely, hell yeah.
That's true. But Lizzo took it too far. Lizzo took it too far.
By the way, I don't know if everybody knew, I'm 5 feet tall, so short lives matter. Like, this is that.
Yeah.
So I'm able to like model like for real now. And like I'm so thankful for every opportunity. I'm so thankful for all the local models. Shout out Finer Things Fashion Show, Kelda, Miss Babs. Shout out to everybody. Like I want to shout out everybody. Shout out Rio and Runway. Shout out to
Rio's been here.
Shanice.
Good old
She's
Rio.
on her way, my friend. But I just love everybody. I know I've been so busy with like everything that I'm working on. I love and miss everybody. Shout out to my Miami family. Shout out to my Vegas family, my LA family. Shout
I'm
out
coming to party with her
AJ.
Miami family.
She got a script. She just shouted out Miami
Now,
30 times.
what's the actual?
I love everybody.
What's the most important project that you're working on right
Your
this
PR team
moment?
go crazy.
So I've been into music videos. So I've been doing a lot of music videos lately. Shout out to the mechanic. Shout out to Mr. Fab. And just, I can't remember.
Mechanics
the
are
rest,
one of the most dopest production teams.
so check out. It's Mr. Fab and the Mechanics Go Dummy. I'm on that video. Shout out to everybody that participated in that music video. So I've done some behind the scenes editing and some like graphic video stuff. I have a degree in communication.
So you're sitting at the computer editing yourself?
Yeah, I do all my stuff online. So
Okay.
if you see anything on my
Really?
page, you guys, that's all my editing for all my photos. I never let anybody touch my photos.
Impressive.
Or my content, so everything on my page, if you see my light on it, that is me.
That's right. They gonna have you looking like Shannon Sharp with a new makeup.
He was.
Color that goddamn cognac, boy. I said, God damn, what's going on?
Getting dirty, man.
Hey, he was looking Hershey.
Boy, he was looking like Medea. I said, who want to see this? Miss Slade want to see this?
All he needed was a Tyler Perry wig.
It had that little thing on it, front, boy.
Yeah, boy.
You can get a
That's
wig
why
on-
you can't leave your fate in other people's hands.
Yeah,
man. You
you
gotta
Wig
be
on
hands
Patino
on.
for $7.
People will have you out here. People will have you out here looking mad crazy, man.
Can I have another?
Hey, people have you out here looking like a fool, man. They'll take brothers the same shade as us and put like blush on your cheeks, so you sitting up here with rouge on.
Cheers.
Well,
Success.
cheers.
This is a show.
I feel like
cheers,
guys
cheers.
are
Cheers.
ready
Cognac
to.
Confessionals.
I look at guys
Success.
like peacocks. You know, only the male peacocks have like the
All the
colorful
colors, yeah.
feathers, right? And the
You know what that
women,
means?
the women peacocks have planes, so they're trying to make
Humans do it
beautiful,
backwards.
you know,
But the
men
women
are
peacocks
already
is all
beautiful.
gold diggers, because
Now,
when a
see, here's
nigga
the
break
deal.
out with that, it's like, ooh, come do me, daddy.
Well, here's the deal. The science
Men are
behind
already beautiful.
Yeah.
It's us women that go through like over and beyond. We have like all that estrogen, right? We do all this stuff, and men are already like perfect, right? Like what? What is
that.
that
I'm
about?
100% agreeing. So what type of vote we doing?
We ring as long as we ring the
5 stars
bell.
on Yelp. No, but the science behind that, they used to call it peacocking, because the male peacock, whoever had the biggest cock, well, shit, they went into,
Like
but the
how
biggest
is
feathers, the
it
most
Like a
beautiful,
motherfucker.
they pop it out. Hey,
That's
here
what
I
they
go.
do. Hey, look at me.
I mean, that's the same thing that we do as humans, too. You know, the dude with the jewelry, you know.
Hey, the
and
rims,
cars,
that's
That's
it.
it. Humans do it
peacocking.
backwards.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, my ultimate peacock used to be is like, you know, I have like whatever song was hot.
We intelligent.
You ever been listening to your song and then as you pull up, you be like, oh, let me rewind this shit so I can pull up right. Back in the day, you go by the bus stop, you go to the song all up to the stop. Hey, you gotta put that shit back on.
All eyes on me.
Like, I gotta pull up, slap it.
Right.
Like, hold on.
That's that real Oakland right there.
Like,
turn the shit down. So yeah, like, hold on. Turn, rewind that. One more time, y'all.
That's that
like,
back in the tape days, you had.
Ooh, speaking of Eastmont Mall and family, so my uncle Eddie Abrams helped start Sobeat. This is my grandfather's cousin.
Eddie Abrams, that's my homie.
And he is the person that made me model to my great-grandmother, yes.
She probably talking about his dad.
No.
Eddie Abrams, that's in LA, that got the EA Innovations.
Yes. You talking about the dad, or you talking about the
dad.
son? Yeah.
But I know the son too. I'm related to the whole Abrams. Shout out Lunel, I love you guys.
Hey, shout out New Go watch that Netflix special, man, called Town Business.
I watched it. They're doing their thing.
Nice. Yeah, so I mean, it's so many people. I try to keep up with everybody. Truly, I love you guys. Like, I love all my Bay Area family. My family in San Jose, my family in LA.
In fact, Ram said
House of Unity, yeah, at Eastmont, yeah, when they used to do that, yeah.
Yes, I used to sit and he would babysit me, so I would be messing around, and I would tell my friends to call Linnell. Sorry, Linnell.
That's crazy. So what are you doing? So you left the Bay, went to Miami. Are you back now, or?
I am back now. But
you got an Instagram?
Instagram. I have never had an Instagram. People have always said get an Instagram,
So you got TikTok?
No.
So you ain't nowhere online.
I'm like really just on Facebook, and everybody would be. I had a business page on Instagram once. It's like gone.
Well, let me tell you,
but
Facebook for old people, Instagram and other stuff for young people that come follow you.
Sorry, guys, I'm old. I love everybody. To all my friends and family, I will give you the Instagram. I'm just waiting on my business license so I can revamp everything. But Instagram is coming. As much as I don't want to.
Yeah, because oh my God. I wouldn't even be on Instagram if it wasn't for my career, but it helps a million, because more people can see you. You post one of your pictures, you do it, bam. Oh my God, can we get you with it?
I think it's because I'm so private, and I get like anxious a little bit, and I've always been like really private, because I've been in this spotlight for like so long. So this is like my 5th or 6th Facebook page. I can't even tell. I'm sorry, you guys. They cut me off so many times, and I maxed out on my friends, and I just keep on.
I love Instagram because sometimes I get people hitting me from all over the world.
Definitely.
And then sometimes I get people commenting on shit that I post that I really be like, man, you ain't qualified to even talk to me or give me your opinion. So.
Well, that's what social media did. Whoever can put it like this, whoever can get an email, now they can just speak and say what they want to say. You gotta understand, the people who are in the portables, rode the yellow bus, they on Facebook and Instagram, man, and they just talking. Don't know shit, just heavy.
Social media,
they speaking on issues and shit.
And I mean, it's a gift and a curse, double-edged sword. But social media has given everybody. First off, before I even say what I'm gonna say, because I'm gonna mean what I say. I'm gonna say it the way I mean it.
Shout out to Rio.
Everybody deserves a voice.
It's my big cousin. We gotta listen to my big cousin.
Do they really?
I said deserve a voice. I didn't say they need to be heard, but I said they deserve a voice. You know me. I'm wordplay. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, message. You'll get that at 3 in the morning.
You'll get it when you get back in the car.
But the people who used to get their lunch took from them, the people who didn't get to have chocolate milk because they got their chocolate milk took from them in elementary school.
At Frick Junior High.
But like I said, everybody deserves a voice. And everybody has a right to their opinion. I will always stand on that. Everybody has a right to their opinion. Everybody don't need to hear your shit though. But everybody has a right to their opinion.
You're right.
You know what I think the real reason why I didn't get Instagram And it's sad because my mom has one. So
Oh my God.
all my kids were on Instagram, and I said, I don't want to be on Instagram. I don't want to look at your stuff. And they're young adults now, of course. So I was like, I don't know if I want to mix the two. And I was like, so I'm going to just stay here in this realm. And you stay like here, but I know that it's definitely time. I know.
Because a lot of, basically what she's saying, code for her daughters aren't very conservative on Instagram.
You don't want to be in school.
How many children you have?
Your mom is bad.
What?
Your mom look good. You don't want to hear that shit. I beat somebody ass. They talking about, I seen your mom. Where?
Can you imagine we had social? But going back to what you said about everybody's voice, one thing that I found is that that's a uniquely American thing.
Look at me.
There's people, if you talk to an actual European, and I'm not meaning like a European, but if you talk to somebody that's from Europe, and you start talking about politics, you start talking about anything, they'll quickly say, oh, I'm not qualified to talk on that. There's people that are supposed to be. But in America, a person could have very low critical thinking skills. No, they've never read anything really past the headlines, this and that, right? And will speak on the most complex issues, probably. And when you say, gee, you don't really seem to have an actual grasp, so why are you sitting here talking with so much voice?
Oh my God.
People will literally here in America will really be like, well, that's what I think about it. And that's how we get a lot of what they used to call fake news. We get a lot of, so here in America, we get a lot of real misinformation. And people could have sources where they've cited it and everything like that. And a person will say, well, I don't know about all that. Or you ever been talking to somebody and they say some wild shit that ain't true, and then you say, well, no, actually, this is the truth of the matter. And then when you get done talking, they say, well, all I know, and then they go right back, to the ignorant shit they was kicking.
See, what happened
And
was...
so, but people don't realize, before we was born, there was literally a movement called the Know Nothing movement here in America. We have a lot of, and there's always been this strain of America that my ignorance is just as good as your intelligence. Oh, I count to a voice. So sometimes
that is not correct.
We get a lot of people here in this country that really are. Chris Rocky must make this a set. Niggas be proud, but it go across all. He singled out black folks, but it go across the board.
Definitely.
Some people are really in here in America are really proud to be ignorant, really proud to not know things, and they will actually, if they state some shit that they believe, and then you counter it with facts, this and that, it'll still be like, no, I don't believe in that. So we got a really wild culture here.
Case in point. So, like everybody know, so I'm a comedian, but from the K to the stage, but I started a nonprofit. And because you remember,
you've been doing a lot of work with the kids.
Well, yeah, like I'll take money from my shows, and then I'll throw events, and shout out to CRC, Four Peace Coalition, from the K to the stage, Kano, Gang God New Generation. Those are the nonprofits that I'm affiliated with. So I would do free stuff for the kids, just out of my pocket, not even tripping. So somebody saw that, and they went to the mayor. So the mayor got at me, and I partnered with the mayor, Shane Tao, and that's how I was able to hire
that's powerful now that you got the mayor backing you financially.
I was able to hire 100 youth from Oakland and pay them $22.35.
Let me second to that. Shout out to African American Male Achievement Program.
Yes.
Shout out to Chris Chapman.
That's
I
my
helped
guy.
start that group.
Well, you see, we got them we do production work for
I
them.
was in Newsweek magazine, so if you Google Kalia Hurst, Newsweek magazine would pull it up, and I helped start that program with Chris Chapman. We got
and he's been a guest here.
With,
Chris been here. That's
Steph
my guy.
Curry donated to us. We would go to the practices, and they would donate tickets to the kids so they could attend the games. So I guess I'm gonna get a little bit personal.
Now we get to the real nitty gritty.
So while I'm an adult, I used to work for the school district. Hi everybody. So
was you Miss Parker in the classroom?
I started off actually at the district, so I was at 1000 Broadway with my cousin Kamika. Hi Kamika, I love you.
Hey, what's up, Kamika?
So she put me at a school site, and so I ended up going to Castlemont High School in Oakland. Love you guys. And I was 9th grade admin there, so it's like being a 9th grade vice principal. So you already know, like.
So you was an authority figure.
I got the kids, and I love you guys too. So, really, it's just being a mentor, making sure that Black male role models stay in the classroom. We wanted to make sure that we have Black male role models in every homeroom. And we wanted across the state of California, we wanted across the United States, and we wanted across the globe, because they should be able to identify.
And is this the origins of Kingmakers?
No.
To fill that void?
Well, yeah. Well, everybody fills the void. So even if you're not an African American male figure, you can help support African American children and support the cause of getting more African American male teachers hired in the school system, so they can have mentors that look just like them. Black Lives Matter. And
stop calling yourselves black. We already talked about this shit.
We are melanated.
You put yourself in the color in the box. You deserve to be in a box.
Correct me, right? Melanated.
Well, let me ask you this. So you work within the school district, right? So somebody like Jerry, who is working with the kids within the community, how does your work overlap or could be a support system to the work that he's doing with them, basically in the streets, so to speak?
He's doing.
Yeah, we boots on the ground.
Yeah.
We outside.
Is those separate things, or is there a synergy there?
So if he were to partner with the school district, so what we call, we hire a lot of third-party people to come in and volunteer with the school or provide after-school program or school support. And so what we would do is partner up with the community schools manager, and so any nonprofit agencies, especially if it's geared towards children, you set up a meeting and you can come in. The community school manager will work with you, and the kids would come either before school or after school and attend the services that you guys have.
Now, the program you have, you take the kids from when they leave out, because a lot of kids, when I was growing up, a lot of kids, when they were inside the school, they were safe. Because there was always Mr. So-and-so keeping niggas in line, the principals, this and that. We would be safe within the school. Yeah. But then when we came outside the school, we were going into these neighborhoods. Some people didn't have parental structure, this and that. So once we were out, so we were safe, stand up straight. They would make us do certain things, take your hat off in the lunchroom. But once we stepped out that,
and I'm a military kid, my dad was in the Navy.
But once we stepped out that safe space, we were literally out in the wilderness, and that's where
that's why
y'all come
in.
That's
why I thrive. That's why I was there.
And so tell us more about what y'all doing to do for the kids.
Once again, like I say, for the case of the stage, it's just chronicles, and as y'all know me.
Yeah, we know.
Y'all know me. So it started off as comedy, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Because I'm doing my special, and what happened was my son, when he was 9 years old, he was over at the library. He was on his bike.
Seen him. Shout out to Young King.
Yeah. Four teenagers, ages 15, two teenagers, ages 16 and 15, ride my son for his bike.
I remember that. And you did the post, and his bike was back within.
And see, I spent 15 years in prison for attempted murder, and that was behind my brother. So
he didn't do it.
This is my son. I did the time. I did that.
Fuck it. He did it.
Now, that's what I'm talking about.
And so then, it's like, dude, this is my son. You think I'm not about to... But by the same token, I knew where I was at in life, and I had to make a different type of decision.
Educated, emotional intelligence.
Shout out DB.
Shout out DB.
I seen that brother as soon as I got out. I went right up to the goddamn hall.
Never worry.
So what happened was, I said, you know what? I made that decision over my brother over 20 years ago. I won't do that with my son because if I do anything, you know what I'm saying? You can be about them, whatever, but if I do anything, I won't ever see my son again. You know what I mean? And I didn't want to leave him without a father like I had. Didn't have no father, you feel me? So I said, let me do this. That's why I made that post on Facebook.
I know.
And then
you already know. I know the whole shit.
They was like, bruh. And dudes was like, man, I'll take your son about a bike right now, nigga. We love you, nigga. You my nigga. I don't want to see you go back. You a real nigga. I love you, nigga. Like, nigga, you did yours.
That's what's up.
So then the community got it. The CRC, shout them out for sure. Even the OPD gave him a bike. And so that's why when I was starting doing giveaways, I always give away bikes like that. I even got the original bike back. But so that when that happened, it made me take this shit legit. So I was like, you know what? Let me try to reach those type of brothers and sisters that's out there that's the most impacted, the ones that, you know what I'm saying, that be ready to do what they do. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's the kids that I get. Those are the ones I take under my wing, and like I say, I was able to pay them. And man, now they calling my phone saying, when we go to work?
Yeah. And it's so impressive to me. Like, I tried to make you look like a choir boy by saying you didn't do it, but of course he took full credit for that. But here's the thing: what's so impressive about, like I was talking, because we had a conversation earlier today, and one of the things I was telling him was that to see you go, because see, I remember him before prison when he used to ride the beach cruiser, and believe it or not, this cat used to have a slick back perm. He had a slick back perm and be over there. And be on 76. Be on 70.
You, Daddy.
Hey, it used to be on 76 in Hamilton. See,
I
meet cats.
I love you. You had a slick back perm.
See, I meet cats all the time that tell me how they used to be in the trenches and this and that, right? But I was in the trenches, and I'll honestly be like, I never saw you. I can really say that I used to actually see him. He used to have the beach cruiser riding around over 76 and Hamilton, 76 and Spencer, all on Rudsdale. I used to really see him, and then I remember one day.
I had a pocket full of money and a mouth full of rocks.
And I remember one day they came to me and they said, oh, you know Blood be on the beach cruiser? Man, he washed. He called up, man, he gonna get life. He ain't never coming back, right? And I said, oh, man, dude was hella cool, right? So fast forward 15 years later, I start hearing about Lucky Dollars, the comedian. Lucky Dollar, you gotta meet Lucky Dollar. And then one day they brought him down, and I'm like, oh, that's Blood.
Right.
Not only did he make it through, I mean, he did all these fucking years.
Right.
He made it through, and he was back. But unlike a lot of cats, one thing that impressed me about Jerry was that those, you know, sometimes when you do all those years in prison, some cats come out and they ready to go. Like it's uncomfortable to being around them because you know they ready to crash out. But when he was doing his comedy, he was like a bright light.
Can I just tell you guys a story? I feel like it's appropriate because my uncle has passed away, so it's not snitching.
Rest in peace,
okay? Rest in peace.
Snitching is snitching. Snitching is snitching.
When I was 4 years old.
You can't tell on the dead man.
Yes, you can.
No, you can't. No, you can't.
You can't tell on the dead man.
No, you can't. I have to tell the story.
In fact, if you murder somebody and I die,
I have to tell
please tell them I did it.
It's a learning. It's a lesson. It's something behind it.
Y'all better stop letting social media influence y'all and tell them.
Look,
I come from a different place.
You can't dig anything up and prosecute.
Look, listen. I was 4 years old. My uncle, because I remember, bro.
I'm fucking with you.
He bust through the door, unzipped a duffel bag full of money. This nigga just robbed a bank. Poured it on me and my brother.
This nigga made it rain on the kids, y'all.
That ain't no big old secret. Hey, that ain't no big old secret. That ain't no big secret. I robbed the bank before.
Rolling that money.
Going like this, we was already watching Looney Tunes. We already silly. So we like, oh, we in the money. Oh, we in the money. All I remember is I got snatched up. I got snatched up off the floor. And I never seen that money ever again.
Hey, fuck it.
I was too small to even
You ain't
enjoy
telling on your
that.
uncle. Hey, watch. I'm gonna do some self snitching. I robbed the bank before.
Sacrifice.
Fuck it.
Not everybody.
Bank of America on Hackenberger.
Don't try
we
that
way
at
past
home.
the statute of limitations.
That was just a story.
It's cool.
It was for fun.
I turned all my library books in on time.
I ain't even sing too loud in the choir.
Exactly.
But what I was saying,
love
though, what I was saying though,
If she said I couldn't put more than the tip in, I didn't.
this nigga. But what I was saying though was that
Saying, you niggas like social media.
one thing I was saying though is unlike a lot of cats that do those amount of years in prison, to do those amount of years in prison,
I
he wasn't.
appreciate the
He didn't
sacrifice.
He didn't come off as a. Because a lot of cats, if they do 14, 15 years in prison, they like this. I'm hard. I'm ready. This and that. And he had the same demeanor, even though I knew where he came from because I saw him before prison.
Right.
He didn't have a prison demeanor. So to see you though to go from the cage to the stage, build your name as a comedian, and a lot of people. Y'all can't play with this man in the comedy game because he's been all over. He's been all across America on this shit. And toured with Jess Hilarious and all the top people.
Shit, I was just with Mike Epps, fucking Carlos Miller.
But then to see you go from that, and a lot of people try to pivot into, oh, I'm a community activist, and they give themselves some self-title. But he done pivoted into community activist, and the mayor of the city is. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to say, I just want to salute you, brother, to see the progress that you made with your life. I'm truly impressed with you, man. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to give you your flowers, man. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I appreciate that, and I'll tell you why, because I went to Havens Court Junior High, and me and Ram.
That's why I was saying, Ram.
Shout out to Ram.
I was making the comment on what Ram said.
It was the lunches we was eating at Havens Court because look, and the same way you see that with me, that's how I see with Ram. You gotta understand, we was at Havens Court Junior High. Ram was always a good motherfucker, man, solid. I was a little badass nigga, you know what I'm saying, doing all the stupid shit.
Acting up.
And then I go to prison. When I come back, but
You cutting the crust
before I
off
do
niggas'
that,
peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
before I do that, we're having assemblies in the school. That's what people don't know. I was always in front of the camera. Ram was behind the motherfucker since junior high.
Wow.
So when I get out of prison and I see Ram, and then he would what's the sister what's her name, something Shonda Scott 360. Kente Scott, a comedian. I don't work with her brother. We fuck with him.
Shout out to
But I
Kente.
see that, and then I see he done built this goddamn conglomerate. I'm like, dude. And then he had the kids, man. I said, dude, this was your life, dude. Like you fuck with that camera since a kid, boy.
Right.
Like this was your life.
Like this was
being
a
on front
natural
of the camera,
calling.
It was a natural calling. And then me being on the front of the
universe.
side and being up, man, it was
the
just,
universe.
I was like, wow.
Universe, the
To
Yanni-verse.
come back.
Now let me ask you a question.
Before you do that, I wanted to introduce my
What you want to
friend,
do?
Let her interject.
Shanice. Everybody.
Oh, we don't rock with Shanice like that. In fact, I didn't even notice that she got on camera.
We didn't introduce her yet, so we
Hold
gotta
on.
make sure that she's introduced.
This is Rio. Rio has been on my show,
her.
what, 4 or 5 times? That's the homie. That's my nigga.
Rio used to run with the football and fumble a lot.
Rio, she was one of the on Section Oakland. Rio's been in a bunch of our movies. Rio is
Rio
here.
knows martial arts too.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm a former athlete, professional football.
I gave
thank you
Rio's
for coming
son
to
I
to
told
the
you
movie
that
role.
When,
Nice.
Yes.
I was stretching my back.
My
You just
dad had
stretching
to
his
turn
back and
it
shit,
up.
man.
I was stretching my back and my eyes.
I gave Rio's son his first movie role.
Yes.
Because he refused to move out the scene.
Oh,
So
he
he
was like-
gave me some lines. But let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
So you did your modeling thing young, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you got into basically doing things for the community and the youth and stuff like
Well,
that,
went
right?
to school first, so I ended up.
What school you go to?
I went to Chabot, and then I went to University of Phoenix.
Okay.
So
Shout out to Bo Glad.
Educated.
That's my goddamn
Right.
That's why I graduated from.
So-
Got my hair.
When I was about in my early 20s, I ended up going to Western Career College for dental assistant. While I was there, I went to Chabot, so I was actually going to school, 2 schools at once. I would go to Western Career College.
He was a
and
Deion
then-
Sanders of college, huh?
Yeah, because I'm
Little Bo
like,
Jackson
I
of
need
college.
school.
That's right. You need school.
And a model.
And
right.
I'm like, I'm a struggling model. I need school. I was trying to find whatever school that I could go to.
That's
Like,
right.
because I'm not an athlete. I have to pay for this like by myself, basically. So I don't, whatever I could get. So end up going there. They
My partner on buffet would have paid.
No, she got
Nigerian
funded. She ain't telling the whole story.
Oh no, I got student.
Shit, me too. I got the subsidized, unsubsidized.
I'm okay now, but I had it. I was a starving student, you guys.
Man,
Like back
one
in the
time for
day,
one
it was
time.
hard. Like I was eating,
in California.
I was like, okay, I'm gonna eat noodles today, pizza tomorrow,
Damn.
and then I'm
You
gonna
ate a
have a
prison bread?
burrito from a burrito probably.
The model ate a prisoner's bread.
Look, I would hang
Running
around
track.
my Asian friends,
Keep
and I
on
have
going.
like noodles and noodles, and they
Some
would bring
dumb
things to like my
So you ate a
room.
lot of noodles.
I had support from everybody.
That's right.
Them
That's
long
how you
noodles.
make it. Through support
Man,
from
I got
people.
it from out the mud. Like seriously, I did not like. I have family support, but you want to show them that you could do this like
Right.
on
She
your
said she
own.
got it out the mud.
I'm
Right.
telling you, like.
Right.
It's not just modeling. It's not just you. I wanted an education, and if I didn't go to school right, I graduated high school, but I didn't have a scholarship. My cousin had a scholarship to Yale. I'm like, love you, Kamika. I love you. You went to Yale. Congratulations. So we were like raised in the same household.
That's right.
And this is Marshawn Lynch, cousin. Shout out to Marquita Lynch, my cousin, and Marshawn Lynch. I love you guys. She's Marquita Alexander now. Okay, so I wanted to show that I could go to school too, because I used to do dumb shit and make people laugh and not take like life seriously.
Oh, you was a class clown, huh?
For a little bit. For a little bit. I was that person. Look, I'm that person in my family, you guys, okay?
I'm the black sheep in my family.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to say. But they'd be like, girl, so what you gonna do? I'm like,
Kenneth.
I want to play football. I'll say something dumb like that.
Wow. This guy. In fact, let's address. Did y'all hear? Did you hear what he just said?
No.
No.
I'm
So
over
guys
it.
wake up in the morning and rub one out. That's what guys do. So, but
Hey,
I mean, if you're
Anyway.
really a tall boy,
Man.
do you get it
No.
in at 7 a.m.?
anyway, what?
I don't think I have that much testosterone.
I don't know.
What the estrogen like?
Your level, I mean, everyone's level
You
peaks
better hide
in the
your
morning.
testosterone out there. You don't even know
Hey, Kenneth just said
You
something
pulling up
that
to niggas, you
I was
bucking
a-
and shit.
No.
Kenneth, we know the country being invaded,
But we feel it's beyond our control.
it's
But the areas that are being invaded, like Chicago and
niggas-
places like that, that's on them to vote them people out.
here's the thing.
Up to the
Right.
people.
Niggas don't be running into Walmart and all Target and all this shit, buying up all the toilet paper, fucking shit up. Y'all keep falling in for these false narratives and shit. And I'm gonna keep it a buck. Yeah, the land that they fighting over is somebody else's land, and if you keep believing the story that social media and the mass
Some of
media,
that-
mind
But I
being
said,
manipulated.
But the people that, but okay, let's say
But,
your
hey.
ancestors did this, my ancestors did that.
Your
When
mind
I'm at a
being
concert,
manipulated,
somebody
but,
glide in
but
and kill
Turkey
one
just
of my
landed on the
kids,
moon last
I don't
month.
give a fuck who did what to who.
Niggas ain't talking about Turkey just landed on the moon last month.
That's bullshit.
Wait, did you? I'm gonna give you
I
one
can go
better.
deep,
They
but
cut
I'm trying
the
to
gas
keep it
line
light.
to the African Americans.
There's no
that
such
wanted
thing
to
as
go
African
to the
American.
space.
Once again, let me
Melanated
you
people.
niggas better stop. It ain't what they call you, it's what you answer to.
We been here
I
before
don't
the
believe that.
Mayflower.
It
Sorry.
took
Niggas don't read.
America.
They didn't land on Plymouth Rock.
Melanated.
Conspiracy
Plymouth Rock landed on us.
Conspiracy theory time. America defeated the Nazis,
Amen.
brought in all the
Hold
best
on.
scientists, and it took them 30 years and damn near $1 trillion to put a
Hold on.
motherfucker on the moon.
Hold on.
Ain't no motherfucker
Hold
from
on.
Turkey now gonna have enough bread and know-how to put a motherfucker on
So-
the moon. I don't believe
Grace
that.
right
Did-
now.
so do you know?
As much as
Do
the
you
Japanese
know-
have
go.
done,
So do
people
you
will
know
tell you.
about the
Go
whole
ahead.
No, I used to work.
African-Americans
I
that
said
were
that word
supposed to go to
again.
space?
Hold on, I used to
There's
work
no
for
such
Ford.
thing as African American.
I used to
So
work for
why did
Ford.
they have a gas?
Like it's the
Go
such
ahead.
thing as a cat
I
dog.
don't
Why,
know about
why
that.
did the
But
African
hey,
American
I used to work for
have a
Ford,
gas
and
leak?
one
Let me ask you a
time,
question.
Why
me
was there
being
a
trying to
gas
be
leak?
liberal and
Because the nigga
progressive,
don't have no time.
somebody was saying that American ingenuity is the best. So I turned around and said, well, what about the Japanese? Because they making these miniature watches, they doing this, they doing that, and somebody said, Oh, they
Y'all
make
supposed
good
to be on y'all
TVs,
stuff,
but you
though.
ain't never seen a fucking Jap on the moon. It was the 90s. So
who?
talk like that. I'm just saying, I'm quoting what
I
the
got
guy said
banned.
before.
I don't need to get
Hold
banned.
on. Let me rephrase that.
Niggas
Let me
Y'all is
hold on. Let me
This
rephrase
nigga's
it.
opinion.
Hold on. Let me rephrase it
This
the proper way.
Please.
This has no
Please.
affiliation
I
with
don't-
American,
professionals
hold
whatsoever.
on. American
This is
ingenuity
for
and
entertainment
American
purposes
excellence
only.
is reason why we got
Okay,
stealth
you guys.
bombers, we got this and that. So it
guys-
took America $1 trillion to put somebody on the moon.
Hello.
You ain't, and people start talking about this person is advanced, this person is advanced.
never been back.
You ain't never gonna see a person of any giving food
Yeah.
and money to the Russians to keep them alive. You be like, why would they do that? And they said, because they need to control the opposition.
Yes.
In order for them to justify the military budget, they have to tell you that there's this boogeyman over here and we got to keep you safe. But in reality,
Ain't shit happening.
America could turn the rest of the world into a parking lot if they wanted to.
And
Russia,
y'all wouldn't
they
be
just,
none
right
the
now they
wiser.
got everybody scared like, ooh,
Order.
Russia, China, they gonna do
Right.
that.
You gotta
We
control the
literally
masses.
have
You gotta
we
control
literally
the
have
masses.
submarines and aircraft carriers parked off the
Yes.
curb of Iran and China.
And-
Tonight, if
and
Joe
them borders-
Biden suddenly dementia kicked
going
in
there.
and decided that, oh man, maybe these people is a threat.
And
That would be literally the only Chinese
put your
people left
seatbelt
on
on.
Earth would be the ones at Panda Express.
Put your
There wouldn't be
seatbelt
no
on.
Iran left, none of that.
They don't even
If-
work at Panda Express.
But no,
You're right.
but I mean the point of what I'm saying though is that America has the ability to kill everybody else in the world
And be
10
killed at the
times
same time.
over
I believe that.
before midnight.
Yes.
All that when they people be talking about,
built the
oh, they're
bomb
spotting
zone?
UFOs, they're spotting all this. That's
Who
actually
built them?
American military technology from Area 51 they tested. We developed stealth
Niggas
bombers
is-
almost
niggas is
40
late.
years ago. A
You
stealth
niggas
bomber
so late you
could literally,
pregnant.
like they say, oh, Russia's this threat.
Right.
With the stealth bombers, literally, if you talk to people really that's been in the military, America could park a stealth
dad,
bomber with a
yeah.
nuclear bomb
Yeah.
outside of Putin's office
Yeah.
without him ever even knowing it's there. They
Yeah.
literally, the whole
Yeah.
capital of
Yeah, I
Russia
believe
would
it.
be
Yeah.
a vacant parking lot. So
Right.
So go
Thank
back
you,
to what
Keith.
he was
Ain't no
saying.
damn moon.
There's a lot of false narratives going on, and a lot of what the
That's why I
American
said, fuck
media
the
do
moon.
is to scare you. But we literally live with we have the ability really to. We could take out the whole world if we wanted to. There's no need for
Hold on,
Americans to
Let me
live
tell you
here.
how vicious is talking about. When he say America can do anything, look, I'm on my
He
phone.
talking
I
about the
just
Deep
looked.
East. No.
I just
He ain't
looked.
talking
I
about
just looked at my
He talking about the
phone.
Deep East Oakland. That's what he talking. That's what he referring
The
to.
Mosaic Grieving Museum has just posted a wax figure of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Look at this shit.
Hey, shout out to my Polynesian family.
Russians
know
could not.
what?
Russians can barely feed
Hold
their
on.
people.
Wait a minute.
No,
You guys see
Talk to
that?
him, man.
This is what they posted. This is they made this the music. This the
I'm
wax
gonna
figure.
I'm gonna get serious
Dwayne
before
ain't
we go
white.
out.
That boy got pigment.
But
Yeah.
here's the
This
thing.
ain't right. Look.
His name Dwayne Johnson. He's a black man.
He was born in Hayward.
Oh wow, that's
His
Bro,
father.
this is what
That
they
is
did.
correct. That is correct.
He has family in Santa Clara.
This is what they did though.
That is correct.
And that motherfucker look like his name should be.
Man, that's the dude to do the
That look
profile.
like dude did my taxes.
Man, this the brownie
Why are
man.
they going in on
That
him?
motherfucker look like he killed white women on the
No,
weekend.
because the man name is just because he shaved his
OJ.
head and so they won't see
I
his
said-
afro. The man name is
I
Dwayne Johnson.
Give a fuck, I
was
said.
like,
You can
So,
go anywhere in
no.
America and say, "Hey, I'm looking for Dwayne Johnson." Ain't no white dude finna show up.
Family in San Jose, all my
not with the name
family.
Ray Johnson.
I'm gonna let you pour you on.
Nice.
So, bring this.
Why you playing? Let the Lord use you. Stop playing.
So,
I mean,
let me
reach your
just.
full position. Oh, now you small, but you got 5 strong legs. Here, come stop it.
This is what happened.
Strong legs here. Everybody got
Confession.
that.
Bring it back. Hey, what's up, cousin Sunshine? What's happening?
Alright.
So,
It's their
Um,
fault.
It is.
bring it. I'm really back in because we was fun. That was fun. Y'all stop falling for all that propaganda
That's right.
bullshit.
Don't believe everything you
I'm
hear.
gonna say this,
Don't.
and then I'm gonna jump off that subject.
Okay.
As kids, we were taught to vilify Hitler, and I'm not praising and nothing Hitler did. So you
Hey,
motherfuckers.
let me get out
let me
the
finish.
frame.
Let me move my drink.
You talking about me and my Jen comment? Let me.
No. You
I
gonna
know
hear what I'm gonna
exactly what
say.
he's about to say.
finna
I know
tell y'all
exactly
something.
what you're about
Say it
to say.
together.
Go
Don't
ahead
say
and
it.
say
Listen.
Are you a
Go
prophet?
ahead and say
No,
it.
listen.
Go ahead
I'm
and
not
say it.
done. We were taught to vilify Hitler,
Yeah.
but because he had killed, what was it 5
It
million?
was his last show, right?
No,
Right.
5 million and some people.
Yeah.
But
Now, where you
damn,
put it
nobody.
at?
Hold on,
Was
listen.
it really
Fuck, I was out
millions?
wearing the
Listen,
ski
no,
mask.
but listen. But you weren't taught to vilify Leopold, who killed
Okay.
20-some million
Okay.
Africans.
Ooh,
Okay.
I got walk back
So,
over
like
here.
I said, see, so I'm gonna keep it a
Mic
buck.
too. Let me get all this.
Are you going to bring up Rhodes?
Let me show my
See
watch
some
and my
Rhodes?
chain.
Oh, that they call that the Rhodes Scholar was named after?
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Wow.
Rhodesia, Africa is named after.
Exactly. So y'all, once again, like I said, y'all stop letting. It wasn't social media back then, but y'all stop letting
Still
Western propaganda
Right.
influence y'all shit and dig deeper.
Let me tell
I'm
you
not
something.
gonna
brother.
go too deep into the shit. I can, but I don't want to.
Okay, cool. Let me tell you something. But go ahead. The thing about us as a people, brother, a lot of black people, but I won't say black people because we do
Please
attack.
stop.
Niggas don't
I'm
research.
offended.
Niggas don't research.
Thank you.
They'll see something.
I'm
they'll,
gonna
let me
go.
finish.
Yeah.
They'll see something, they'll regurgitate it,
Mhm.
or they'll see a post and just share it blindly. And the reason why I say that is because of this. So my program that got hooked with the mayor, we had kids out there doing surveys. They was doing surveys so the voices of Oakland,
The
like
kids.
the most impacted,
That's right.
could have a voice. The kids could get a job. We could teach them training. I'm a
I'm so
mentor.
proud of him.
This is what we
Oh
doing,
my
right?
God, that's
Do
Do
awesome.
you know
I'm so
that they
proud
had
of
this
him.
thing at a
Proud of me
church
too.
in East
I'm proud of you
Oakland,
too, of course.
Okay.
and
I am. You
the
know.
pastor.
I'm just the jealous guy.
This was his machine. This was his thing.
Yeah.
And he said, "Hey, I want you, Mayor Chantal. I want the DA,
These are my
Pamela
brothers.
Price. I want the
They know
police
me very
commissioner. I
well
want this
by heart.
dude." Hey, he invited everybody. Do you know what the rumor was? The rumor was that Chantal through community, like a town hall,
I'm about to
and the
flex
people in
on
the
my
community
muscles
couldn't
real
speak.
quick, you heard?
That wasn't even it. She was just
Where's she
invited and showed up.
Flex on my muscles.
But you know what the people said? Oh, we can't speak in the mayor. It wasn't even on her. It was on the pastor. This was his thing. He didn't even say, "Hey, look, this is my thing, man. This ain't got nothing to do with her." In fact, I thank her for showing up because I extended the invitation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm
And I was like,
on
wow.
me
But the
on here,
people
girl.
didn't even research.
I love them.
I
And
hear
it was
you.
public record.
I got a question.
I give you part of that, but
I got a question, and this.
But what? Let's
you.
go.
Oh, I'm glad it wasn't directed to me.
The way
I don't
he
do
was just
politics.
talking
We're
about
going
how
viral. Let's go.
he feels as an entertainer, to paraphrase what he was saying, is to combat a lot of things that's being put out there, false propaganda narratives.
That's right.
Because a lot of people will sometimes say things, a little quick segue, people will say
Definitely
things like,
false.
oh, we always got entertainers and stuff talking for us. But the
No.
flip side to that, though, is that people like Paul Robeson and Dick Gregory and stuff like that didn't lend their voice to the movement. It wouldn't. So we have traditionally
Yeah.
always been in a position where if you was shining bright,
Yes.
you had an obligation to speak for your,
Your voice.
people.
That's
So
right.
right
your
now,
voice.
he's using,
Your
he's
voice
using
for your
his
people.
voice.
That's right.
It was a thing that happened with the mayor, and a lot of false propaganda got out. So he's using his voice to combat that.
Definitely.
Do you feel, as an artist, that you have an obligation to speak for your people, or
Yes.
or do you feel, or some people feel like,
I
oh, why I gotta
absolutely
talk?
feel
I'm
I
just
have
an
an
artist. I
obligation.
just, you know what I'm saying?
No, absolutely, and
It's
that's
our duty.
why that I was so hard, like set on AAMA. You know, like I love everybody supports like women and women causes, but the root is
we don't
the
support Jay
melanated
Pinkett though.
men.
I've been
And-
watching the memes.
And I'm gonna just second on what he said
Mm-hmm.
about Hitler. Let's hit on that. So when we come to America, rather, because a lot of us are
Who's
that
already
we
here?
look
I
rainbow.
was.
I'm a mutt, and so my dad is melanated and my mom isn't. So when two people find love, my dad was in the military and he met my mom overseas and he brought her back here.
You know, money straight from the
And
bottom.
so they stationed in Alameda. And well, Hawaiian. He was stationed in Hawaii. My mom is Native Hawaiian, and she has a lot of Asian descent.
Yeah.
They met in the military. My dad was in the Navy. He was stationed in Hawaii. And actually, my little brother Malachi, he's stationed in Hawaii right now. He's watching from Oahu.
What's up, Malachi?
Hi, Malachi. So we're a military family, so we were taught to like get up and just do things the right way, treat people the right
That's
way,
right.
follow directions, do things, and just really have sympathy for others. I was in karate, so I was taught more discipline. And so growing older, it just made me disgusted. I don't care what color you are. If you were rude, disrespectful, or you didn't respect people, I did not like you because of the way that I was, my personal values.
You were raised.
And so when you have those personal values deep rooted in you, you should feel a responsibility, whether that you're African American or not African American.
Or whatever race.
You know that your melanated people are endangered all over the world and they're spreading a false narrative. And when the whole world is melanated, so if you, and I'm gonna go deeper because this is where my intelligence come in. We are all made of dark matter. Dark matter is melanated.
Well, one day I was
If
speaking to
everybody,
somebody.
we are first, and everybody comes from us.
Number
This
one.
earth is millions of years old. We done been through several ice ages, and if the sun exists, we exist, and if we exist, you exist. And so we are the beginning and we are the end.
The Alpha and the Omega.
When you know that, they will stop that.
Shout out to my
because
cousin Anthony.
They have people set in place to stop that narrative. And so they're going to stop the education in schools. They're going to stop the people in Africa from coming over. They're going to stop people from the islands from coming over. They're going to tell you that there are not black people in South Africa, in Asia, in India, in
And there
Russia,
are.
and in Ireland.
And the Philippines.
And that there is only a black woman can
Come on,
have
Friday.
every
Wait, speaking
that
of
have
the Philippines,
E syndrome, that can have every race of child known to this earth.
Speaking of the
And I'm gonna
Philippines,
say that because I'm a little tipsy, so this is for entertainment purposes.
Oh, I had
only.
no.
So I'm gonna
Every
elaborate.
Aboriginal
Every
being, culture is
ancient
dark.
being is gonna be of black matter
There it
if
is.
you
I'm saying
believe
black.
in
Dark.
science. If
But-
you believe in science, I believe in
So-
science, and I'm very intelligent.
I'm
If you're
I
gonna go
agree.
back millions of years, because this earth is millions of years old,
Yep.
we are the beginning and we are the end, and you will stop the end.
there
Not
it
to
is.
cut you off.
You will
Look
try
at-
to
But
stop
not,
the end.
but not to cut you off. But I have a scientific expert that I want to either rebut or confirm what you're
She's not
saying.
coming on.
California TV
Yes.
science.
But I'm just gonna ask her a quick question.
Fuck me or not.
A lot of people say
'Cause
that
I was trying to end it.
the black woman was probably the
Say
original
one thing.
woman. Scientific.
Mhm.
Is this a scientific fact?
Yes.
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 Come on.
What is? Can
come
you
on.
Yes,
explain
it
it?
is
'Cause I've heard.
scientific.
What is it?
The oldest
Eve,
living
what is
person
it?
is a black
The
woman.
I can't
Eugene?
pronounce it proper. Mitochondrial?
Eugene?
Am I saying it?
Mitochondrial.
Can you explain what that is right quick, please?
Come on, come on in and take my mic. Come
Come
on.
elaborate.
Please, come on in.
I just want to say,
Ladies and
shout out-
gentlemen, give your
we have
I just
Cat.
wanted to make sure I got
Hold on,
that
hold
out
on,
before
hold on.
we
We have Cat Bobineau.
Our
We have Cat
resident
Bobineau, a
biologist.
scientist.
Cat
That
Bobineau.
explains
That's what I'm
to break
talking
down
about.
what you
Am I
just said.
right,
That's what I'm
Yeah.
talking about. A
Yes,
scientist.
Bobineau.
Yes, please elaborate.
scientist.
Please
Yeah, so
Break
elaborate
it down.
on what I
And so
just
the
said.
proper
please.
procedure, the proper
Because I don't want to
Mitochondria.
disrespect anybody
Okay,
because
so
my
it's-
family looks
So
rainbow.
Cat is
over
going to
everything.
explain to us what the
So it's
mitochondrial gene is.
There
right
it
quick.
is.
Okay, let's put it there. I gotta hear this.
So the mitochondria is the part of the cell that houses, they call it the power cell, but it also shows where a lot of your genetics come from.
Mhm.
And so we get a lot of our genetics from our mother's side.
Absolutely.
And so the mitochondrial gene is what we get from both parents. So when
Mhm.
you're getting it from your dad, you're getting it from his mom's side, mostly. Right? You do get DNA from your dad and the males, but mitochondrial DNA is based off the female. And
Exactly.
the oldest living or the
Which tells
oldest
you.
humanoid ever found was in Africa.
Which
Yeah.
And
tells
so it
you.
was a black woman,
Yes.
and you have the Eve gene,
Yes.
which is
What I just said.
why,
the E gene.
which is why black
Yes.
women can have pretty much every color
Every
child.
That's
color.
right. Correct.
Even down to albino, you could look like snow. We will have Every child.
I've always
knows
heard
me.
what she said all my life, but it is actually
It's
based
true.
on
That
is
scientific
very
It is
facts.
very
That's
true,
very
yes.
scientific.
Black can
So-
have white, but
so
white can't have
speaking
black.
on
No,
that,
absolutely
I
not.
just want to say shout out to my
It's
son
not
Makai.
possible.
He is African American because I am African American
The
descent.
fuck?
But
I cannot just
I
say,
just
nigga,
wanna
stop
say-
calling yourself some bullshit.
I just okay, sorry, melanated.
Melanated.
But my son is also Filipino and Chinese. I love you, Makai.
Now
Hey,
let me ask our resident scientist
I
one
love
more
my son.
question.
Y'all know that.
I see people saying
Look
Look at baby daddy,
That's
Filipino
what
and
I'm
what's
talking
considered
about.
hotep sites.
You know that.
Okay.
I know.
A lot of
it's
people
funny,
will
though.
say
Love
things
that,
like,
love.
"Oh, melanin is worth more than gold" and things like that.
It is.
What exactly is melanin from a scientific point of view?
Mhm.
Oh, I want to hear
It's
that.
secreted from this side of your head right here. And so a lot of times during the like early ages of Earth and you have something, so this Earth is
When you say created
billions.
from this side of your head, what exactly does
So
that
this
mean?
is
Yeah, I'm listening.
so you have the pineal, is that the
Pineal.
pineal
Pineal
gland?
gland.
It looks like
And
a
then
gland
you
is
have
here.
the
Pineal gland
melanated
is-
gland that's maybe above your ear that secretes
She's like, I don't know all that.
Melanin.
But what I do know,
I know what the pineal gland is.
So-
It's not there.
well, no, penile. That's
Penile.
that's
Penile.
to send.
That sounds like a
That's a
That's a
different.
different gland.
That's
That's
the
send-
penile gland.
So
is
along with your
different.
thyroid.
That's a good. That's the.
So this will
wonder
be your
stick.
thyroid in your
It's the
throat.
magic stick.
And then you have a penile gland before your ear, so you have lymph nodes, and then you
Are
have
you
a,
pronouncing it correctly?
Right.
Penile.
Penile sound like
We talking about the thyroid?
Penile.
No.
so you have your
Penile.
thyroid
Oh,
that
okay.
secretes
Because the penile
hormones.
is somewhere else.
That's what I'm
For
thinking
sure.
too.
I was in the jeans for sure, guys.
Alrighty.
It's in the genes.
So you have
Till
your
later.
glands that secrete
Depending on what
hormones,
genes
and
you
you
got on.
always you have your glands that secrete a lot.
And is that what creates
But
melanin?
So
No, you have your gland that secretes melanin,
Mm-hmm.
and some
Keys
secrete
telling the nails
more
in.
than others. It
So
depends
it's
on your
melanin or-
genetics and your.
A cow
Well,
eyeball.
one question
A cow's
is this.
eyeball is
Okay,
melanin.
so I know that us,
That's all it was.
we
Jeez,
have a certain
I'm about to
level
try
of
to end this
melanin.
shit.
Does everyone have melanin? Just lesser melanin, but is
Yes.
melanin
Yes.
something everything has? Is it that
everything
we
comes
have
from
more
the original
melanin.
We have more-
melanated being.
Yes.
Why is that?
Absolutely.
Why do we possess more
So-
melanin, and what
And
is melanin
this is where I
valuable?
was getting at. So when you have several ice ages on Earth, because it's billions of years old, you have people that took refuge in the Caucasus Mountains, in the mountains of the North and Antarctica and North,
Caucasoid.
and so you have Antarctica in the south, and you have the North,
North
Pole,
Pole.
from upside.
Of course.
This whole Earth, like
flat.
several times, have been covered in ice, and so when we go underneath the rocks for a lot of years, you will lose color, and you will, and over time, you will lose your genetics to pass on to your children, and so after that, you will not have any more gene that produces melanin. And so that's why when certain people go into the sun, and it does not have to be
hibernate
white
like
people,
bears. Call
these
it
are
that.
the same.
Can I ask a question?
No, because it's not Caucasian people. These are also people with Eve syndrome that can have albino children
And you right. Babano, what you got to say? Let's go.
that will
You the melanin
create
expert,
albino
goddammit.
children.
I
And
wanted
they
you, and that's your goddamn
they-
ventriloquist, motherfucker.
and when they don't have that melanin that secretes, that's what
Ooh.
that's what we create. What they will
Albinoism.
say a defect, but everybody is beautiful.
Oh, you're right. And we love
But-
everybody. All your family was
That's
standing
right.
over
If you,
Man.
if you were to
Oh,
Do
take,
you have
Yeah, he
albino
likes the
in your
question.
family?
No, absolutely not.
I do.
but all of my family looks
Well, you high yellow
different.
anyway,
We are
so ain't no
yellow,
telling. They
black,
just might just be
white,
a little-
everything.
I take
So,
it back. I apologize.
Native American.
No, I'm only
But
taking it back because I
if
got
they
a
don't
school
tell-
teacher
right.
looking
But
at
if
me
they
like,
don't tell you the true story,
Yeah, of
they will
course.
have you. I'm more of a scientific. I
David, I
love
feel like
Neil
I'm in
deGrasse
third grade in Miss
Tyson.
Martin's
If you
classroom,
can
get all
back
the
me
temples
on
of
this
love.
theory, please. I love you, Neil deGrasse Tyson. Please. I don't want to disrespect anybody.
No.
This is for
What's the face,
entertainment purposes
Only.
only.
Thank you.
I love you
Back to
guys.
the-
But this is just a
Melanated.
theory that I have, and I'm willing to share with you guys.
I just want to
That
ask a question.
the melanated people are the beginning, and so when you have a lot of ice ages, you will lose your melanin, but you are still a part of us, and we are all connected. We are made of
Say
stars.
that again. We're
We
all
are,
connected.
we are all
Connected.
We are
all
all
of us.
connected, all of
Period.
us. And the false
I got a
agenda.
chainsaw in my pocket.
The false
Like
agenda.
Leatherface.
Sorry.
You better not
We
back
are
away.
all
There's a
connected.
false agenda.
Japanese shit.
That's
So-
We are
false.
all connected.
Yeah.
So
connected.
Earth, if you look at all the continents, they all used to fit together.
Yes,
Yeah.
they did
So
Pangea.
that's
was it.
Pangea.
Yes, Pangea.
More than, hey,
Yes,
hold on, wait a
Pangea.
minute. Wait a minute.
Oh, I
More,
think so. Yes.
more than
Yes,
just,
because I've been drinking. Yes.
more than just the tip.
Anyway,
Tell us more about this.
Yes.
Oh,
And
you
is
know
that,
and
and
if you're closer to the equator, normally you have more melanin because you're in the sun more. And as you leave the equator, you start to lose melanin because you're not in the sun as
Mhm.
I have one question to
As
ask you in
much.
regards to that.
But it
Hold on,
takes-
y'all.
takes
Let me
generations.
ask this question.
Okay.
So, with all the continents being together, right? There's people who will say, "Oh, black people are indigenous to this land." Is that true?
To what? America?
Black people
Melanated.
ain't indigenous to
Listen,
shit
no, no,
because black people don't
Melanated.
exist.
We
Melanated.
saying that we
Melanated.
Let me
wasn't.
let me hear from the
Right?
scientists.
They said we wasn't taken from Africa. We was
Black
all
people,
that.
we yeah, wouldn't.
I'll
That's
just,
what I'm
let
asking.
me just say it like this. Obviously,
Yeah.
And the people died
Christopher
later.
Columbus was not the person who found
That
Yes.
part.
America.
He never got over
There
here.
were people
Christopher Columbus didn't
here.
even
Yes.
discover
The nigga landed in
masturbation.
Cuba.
Well, I'm just
Absolutely.
saying that people had to come from somewhere. When Pangea broke off, there were
Yes.
people already here that was
Yes.
the same people that was in Africa. So technically,
So yes, so
yes.
Africans are
Also,
indigenous to
also,
here.
also, people have boats that traveled well.
I got you free.
before-
Free Jack, I got you.
Amen.
So what you have, quote unquote, Native Americans is a mixture of
Yes.
people from Africa, people from Asia,
Yeah.
people from. They all traveled before.
So even that
No,
narrative,
let me get
some
some.
people
That's
saying,
that's a false
even
agenda.
that narrative is some even a people false
Exactly.
narrative. That there was black people already
The Native
here that were
Americans
indigenous there.
are
It's
not-
not just a Hotep conspiracy theory. It's true.
It is true. We were already here.
Hotep and
Period.
Moshe.
Already
Here.
Before the
Let me tell you
Mayflower.
something.
Already
Real,
here.
I have the
Mayflower.
person that went to
Okay.
school.
You're gonna
My bad.
call
Fucking
them. You're
Mayflower
just
and the
gonna
June
call them
bug.
Native Americans, but
And
there's
that's why we
people
don't
with way more
celebrate that
melanin than anyone
Hell
else
yeah.
that was already here.
We already here.
So,
Now here's something else,
Thank
and
you.
this will kill it all. You gotta
Go for it.
Hey, it
understand
took 20
something.
minutes
Thank
to
you,
get
Kat.
that question to
don't cut.
Don't leave. They said, well, holla at
But
you.
we know that. We was
But-
already here.
Like I heard that they said, well, here.
But we don't know that.
No. But this is what we do know.
I'm talking about.
We can only move by facts. Let's look at this.
Go ahead.
They say California is Mexico. You heard that? Because we got
I heard that several
We got
times.
San Jose, San Francisco on there. Mexico. Guess who the guy? Sorry, I got you, bro.
Damn, ooh,
California
I
was
worked
named
out. I
after
go to,
an
Planet
African,
Fitness.
African princess.
Nope.
Uh-uh.
Khalifa.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Queen Calafia.
And my name is
And the
Khalifa.
message, yeah, that was, and they looked up to that.
I
Shit
know
was real.
that. I know that.
So if they looking up to a black woman,
Mm-hmm.
It used to be the Khalifa.
And y'all,
Already
and y'all
here.
pray
We was
to
already
a,
here.
y'all pray to a porcelain
well,
god.
nigga, who was y'all?
I said y'all. I know
Pussy,
porcelain god.
nigga, like, thank you, Jesus.
That's where you came from.
I was in
Amen.
jail
The
15
melanated
years. Thank
woman
you for
is
sharing
God.
your grace with me, Lord.
Amen.
It is the universe.
Black woman God, man.
The Yanni
Believe that.
verse.
I'm gonna
He
go
said
here
the
by-
This is a woman with some
universe.
melanin, man.
So when you
Bro,
say
this is a
the, when
woman
you
with
say
some
the
melanin.
Yanni verse, what exactly is that?
What is a yoni, first of all? Break it down. We know the verse
Tell
is
me
the
what a yoni
universe.
is.
They need to know. They need to know what the yoni. They know what the verse universe. What the yoni.
I'm
Tell
gonna
them
give.
what the Yanni verse
Get y'all
is.
cliff notes for this shit.
Yeah, tell them what the yoni is, and it come with accessories.
I'm just say this
I'm loving this
for all children.
conversation.
We go way back,
Because
Mr.
I'm-
Ball. We go.
Don't-
Hey, me and Jerry, we
Y'all
go way
in
back.
overtime. Go ahead, brother. And I'm gonna give y'all. The Israel.
Y'all don't even know.
You can get
We
this
going
at 3 in the
overtime,
morning. And
you
you can get this
guys.
right now.
Give it to him right now. Let him go.
Your mother,
Here we go.
your birth mother, is your first introduction to God because that's your first semblance of life. And yes, you did come from the nutsack of your dad because he had a hump in his back like a Halloween cat when he fucked your mama.
No, he did not say that. I don't even know what to say.
A hump in his back like a Halloween cat.
I don't
what I'm
even.
saying?
That's,
Well, pip on, nigga. Let's go.
Nah,
Give it to the
I'm
viewers.
but I'm gonna give it to you.
I'm sure my daddy
No,
was like this, nigga.
my daddy passed away.
My mama throwing
There you
that
go.
thing back. She
About
had
my
9
daddy.
kids.
But at the end of the day, here's the thing though. This is real. This is real. This is
All right, let's get to the point.
Shit.
Here we go, y'all. Listen up. Here we
I'm
go.
gonna give it to you for a minute because I want to
Love you, KK.
end it on some
Love everybody.
solitary
Shout out to everybody.
people
Love you
shit.
guys.
Me too. I love y'all.
You spend and this is upon all forms of life. You spend all your early development in the womb of your mother. Moth her. Mother. Mother. You know, I ain't gonna go too far.
Man, bring it together,
I'm gonna give
man.
You a little bit. I'm gonna give you a little bit
To
of
the
time.
east, my brother, to the east.
Like a
Deep
motherfucker.
east.
I'm gonna give you a little bit.
He's trying
This
to
shit
drop
deeper
some
than each
knowledge
other.
on,
I said
knowledge on
deep.
y'all.
I'm gonna give you a little at a time because
I said deep
if
east.
I choke you,
You know where I'm from.
you
Don't play.
can't choke off of it. I'm gonna give you a little bit at a time. I'm a spoon feed you.
Don't play with me. I'm from the deep.
Your first introduction to life is introduction to God. Is
That's true.
the matriarchal being, because you're connected to your mother, the universe.
That's true.
Yes.
You lay a placenta down, it's the stars. If
It
you
is.
look at the shit, it's a tree root.
I'm glad you know.
We in Oakland. Oakland's first name was Brooklyn. That's another story. I'll give you
Yes,
that
it
later.
was.
But the tree,
And Fremont was Hollywood.
yes, it
sure
was.
was.
But I'm just saying,
Stop.
it's deep. I told you, I got jokes, but I'm really I got game and wisdom for you. I'm fat because I drop gems.
In fact, the area over
They
there.
ain't ready for that. That
In
went
fact,
over your
the-
head.
I'm
In
big
fact,
on,
the
I'm
area
big
got
on the
dropped gems.
inside.
Right over the
I'm
head
big
like
on
a
the
In fact,
motherfucker
inside.
fucking on the top
To
bunk.
tag
know what
on
I'm
to what
saying?
he's saying, the
But listen.
area by the estuary is traditionally called Brooklyn.
Brooklyn
Yes,
based.
it sure is.
Yeah,
So-
Brooklyn Basin, yeah.
Mhm.
But
They wanted
back to what we
emulate
was
after
on.
New York, so they started
Your
giving out
introduction,
names.
the lifeblood, the connection, the portal, the black hole, I'll call it, the umbilical cord to your mom, because in your belly button. Ooh, see, I'm giving y'all too much.
Connected.
Do it. Do it.
We're
Just
Nah,
connected.
because
They need it, man. They need it.
Nope,
We're
nope.
Feed them, man. Feed them.
give it
Not
up.
too much.
Come on, bro. Feed them.
Good.
Too much.
That's
The
They
black
need it.
hole,
They yearn
that
it.
black hole that absorbs all light.
No, it
You
ain't.
know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, just understand that your first introduction to God is your mother, your matriarchal being.
You know,
Women,
I should go
The
for
womb
my
man.
football.
The
What's
womb
up?
$10 your ass ain't going. You like, fuck it.
the womb man,
Hey, let's
where
go.
life begins,
Uh-huh.
even though avocado mean nut.
Is it?
You like guacamole? You like nuts.
Well, avocado is
Hey,
nice.
women that drink eggnog get to go to heaven.
and the ones that drink almond milk. But to tag along with
But
what
I'm
you
just
said,
saying. Like I said, I can go there. But at the end of the day, I'm I had a fucked up week, and I wanted to end it talking about this fucked up week.
Okay.
I've been avoiding talking
I
about
can't.
this fucked up.
Well, before you talk about your fucked up week,
No,
Can
we
I
all
get-
we all
been
touch.
avoiding.
No,
Can
you
I
gotta
get 6 seconds to just
go
tell them
for
what's
it.
coming?
Go.
Hey,
Yeah.
it's your boy J Law 2 Raw Man. Look, you already know I'm a comedian. I'm at Tommy T's on a Sunday, October 30th. What I did is called A King and a Queens. You can go to Tommy T website, October 29th. Hit the link, buy that. The only thing is,
Hey.
I did Tommy T's.
Am I on the
Where they
guest
can
list?
find
That's
you.
all I
Where they
wanna
can
You
know.
find you
better
on
be
social
on that
media.
guest
They
list.
can
I
find
know,
me
I'm
at
on that
Jerry Law
guest
2
list.
Raw, JRYLAW,
Look at,
the number
hey,
2
look at Pharaoh. He was
RAW.
looking like this.
It's called A King and Her Queen. The reason why, the King and His Queens. The reason why is because a lot of black women in the industry.
I'll come with you.
Well, let me let them finish.
You
hold
will?
on. Let me
Can we
let them
finish?
She's coming with us. We on the guest list
Okay.
at Tommy T's.
We got side conversations
Okay.
after.
All right, okay.
Okay, now I can finish up.
Thank you.
Elaborate.
October 29th, man. It's a
October
big party.
29th.
It's for my headliner comedian Meemaw. What I did was because women in comedy, it's a lot of bullshit that go along with them.
Yeah,
Like
always.
they could be funny, but it's a male-driven industry, and then they got to deal with a lot of shit.
Hey,
With
my
everything,
So the
though.
sister
Hey,
that I
my
fuck with,
sister is watching.
yo,
So y'all be on your best. Wait, my sister is watching. Y'all be on your best behavior.
Who?
My sister Michelle.
Hi, sister
What's up, Michelle?
Hi,
I'm
shout
from
out
the
to
DTs. What's up,
Michelle.
Michelle? Hey.
What part of
Wait,
y'all be
can I
on your
finish?
best
God
behavior?
damn.
Really
Boy, this is the
trying
worst interview I ever had. You niggas
Don't
crazy.
ever say that.
Nah, I'm fucking with you. Don't love you.
I know.
So here's the deal.
That's not y'all best.
October
behavior.
29th, man, Sunday.
Alright.
Go to Tommy
That
T
ain't our
website. I got 5 sisters that's gonna kill the stage, and I'm giving women of color an opportunity to perform at Tommy T's on the weekend, and I'm bigging it up because they don't
that's
get that
what's up.
opportunity.
That's
I
what's
love
up.
y'all.
And
I'm
we
y'all
gonna
big
have
bro.
no
Let's
fun.
go.
We going.
This is a lot
We
he's
going?
doing here.
Yes,
Let's go.
Yeah, man, I'm
going.
free as
Hey,
fuck.
we at
They
Tommy
know
T's.
Kalia-
wrapping it?
Kalia
I'm
Ninder
about
Virk
to.
never.
I'm finna go out on what
Ninder
I'm gonna
Virk
say.
never
Hold on,
goes
ladies.
out. Ninder Virk
No.
will go out.
Hold on,
Lady,
ladies.
tell her where they can
Yes.
find you.
Rio and Runways. What's
I
up?
would like to.
Hold on. Let
Can
them-
you? Is this the
Jerry, get back in here.
Okay.
I'm gonna be at.
My name is
Tommy
Feral
T's.
Films, and right now we have two.
Get back in there.
We actually have.
When
We
you-
actually
when you
have
done.
3 movies that are going to be
Homage
streaming for
to
Thanksgiving.
Dino.
The first movie, the first
That's
movie
what
that
I'm
we
saying.
got is called Vampire in Oakland.
Yeah.
The Vampire in Oakland. We have another movie called A Story to Tell, and we have another movie which is actually going to be the final film appearance for Oakland's very own
That's
I
what's up.
wanna-
Dino Brown called
So-
Aliens in the Hood.
Oh,
and all
Shout
three of
out
those,
to
and,
Oakland.
and
Let's
all
go.
three
You
of those
guys are
movies
doing
are
big
going to be
things.
available
Oh my
on Thanksgiving
goodness.
weekend. So when y'all gather with the family and stuff like that,
Yes.
please turn it on. Even if you ain't watching it, turn it on because we need it to stream. We need to beat the algorithm. And if we drop 3 movies at once, and
See y'all.
also please tune in and watch Aliens in the Hood because my man Dino came and really put a lot into it. He helped produce it and everything like that.
Yeah.
Shizzle is in all 3 of the movies.
I'm in everything.
Jerry's in all the movies, this and that. Rio is actually in some of the
What's
movies.
up? You already
And,
And
know.
of course, you done so push the people.
I'm
man.
gonna be in one of
You
the
can
movies.
you can find me across the board at Feral Films. Make sure on Thanksgiving y'all stay tuned to Cognac Confessionals, and on Thanksgiving weekend when you sitting with the family, y'all throw that movie on in honor of Dino.
Aw, that's
So-
hella nice.
Yes.
Tell them
I
what
know
they-
I'm on the guest list
Where
at
can they
Tommy
find
T's,
you
that's all I
at,
gotta
on
say.
social media?
Okay, I'm
Me
Kalia
and Queen.
Hurst,
Me
aka
and Queen.
Ninder Virk. You can
All
find
right.
me on Facebook on Ninder Virk. I don't have social media like they said earlier, so I'm just on
do.
Facebook.
Okay.
I will definitely take the time out to accept your friend request.
Aw, that's
So
hella
my
sweet.
page will now be open, although
Yay!
it's private.
Here's your heart. Rio, where can they
So,
find you
cheers
at?
to
All
that.
right, my name is Rio. You can find me on Instagram at Rio and Railways. I am a model. I know I do model with Dream Team and The Vibe.
Shout out to Danielle.
Shout out to Danielle.
Oh, I
What's
love
up?
you, Danielle.
Shout out to Kill the
Danielle.
Music. What's
Hi,
up?
Kill
I'm model with
the-
Kill the Music, and I'm also model with Hip Hop TV. What's
Shout
up,
out to
Sean
Sean
Granberry?
Oh my God.
What's
Hey,
up?
shout out to Bridget. I have her hat on.
Oh,
Shout out
okay.
to Bridget Kane
All right, shout
because
out to
I'm
Bridget
wearing
Kane.
Bridget.
Shout out to
Hi, baby.
shout out to Coco Pretty Closet because I'll be modeling all her stuff too. I work
So-
with her, and I also model with some people from Colombia. I actually model with various designers. So I am a model. I did start out dancing. I was in
If I ain't done it better, I would think you a model.
Yeah.
And doing an interview too at the same time.
anyway. So
Go do your socials and pass it.
Yeah.
Try to end the show. Shit.
Fuck pass.
You be on next week.
What's
I
up,
did
Jay? Stay
start-
on.
oh my god.
Tell them where to find you at the
Where they
Okay,
find
so
you?
find me on Shanice Model Life on Facebook and Instagram on Real and Railways. What's up? I love y'all.
We family, y'all. That's why we do it like that. We family.
I'm not
Yeah,
even
so
tripping because I've been with these
This
folks
lady,
forever.
she family. Yeah, real family. Real like furniture.
well, fight
Yeah,
down.
this is
I
family.
love her.
Right there.
This is my friend. I'm gonna
So-
stand up so y'all can
Hold
see.
on.
You really are short.
Damn, did you still sitting down? Did you move the chair?
Hold
She
on.
got off the chair and didn't get no taller.
Hey, yo, serious, real shit.
Thank you.
Let me
I
reel
love
it in.
her.
Hey,
We
no
actually-
check. Hey,
Noise
quiet on the
check.
set. This is real right here. Let's go.
Wait a minute. How you gonna say quiet on the set?
You
We
should
ain't
know
even
this
here.
shit.
Because this is real. Trust me.
Yeah.
You're gonna love.
Right.
You're gonna accept
This
it.
is all love, you guys. This
Yeah,
is
so-
family.
Real shit. This life is short,
It is.
you know,
Yeah.
and
Oh my god.
Uh,
I'm gonna cry.
we all go through shit. We deal with shit, and this family here,
It's difficult.
with all of us, you know, me personally, us collectively,
Oh God.
Cat, come here.
Please.
I wanna.
Me and Luck go way back too. No, I said
I
me
just
and
wanna.
Luck.
Yeah, and I'm stopping y'all.
Y'all still on?
Yeah, I wanna.
I'm finna cry. This
You
is,
and
this is hella sad.
all of us dealing with what we deal with.
Yeah.
it's sad.
Life, like I said, life is short, and we, everybody dealing with things. I just want to send my condolences to everybody dealing with loss.
Yes, definitely.
Oh my god.
You already know what it is.
Prayers out to you
My
guys.
motherfuckers, pops, rest
Oh,
in peace
God,
to your
man.
dad.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace to
Rest
my
in peace.
Man.
Rest in
pops,
power to Dino.
Earl Robert Stubbs. Rest in peace, cousin Tanya Coney. And like we were speaking on, to my motherfucking partner, my homie, Dino Brown, the
Entertainer, man.
We just
on the count of
lost-
three, we gonna say that big, man.
Let me finish
Go ahead.
before we go there. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been to over 100-something funerals in my life.
Damn.
I've dealt with death for a long time, and plenty of us have, and it's crazy. And I know at the end of the day, we should never put a question mark where God puts a period. But in every situation that I know of, that people I know are dealing with, we always have a question mark. And here's the thing I will say. Our flesh, humanly side, is greedy. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing. Because we selfish and want that person here. But the spiritual side of us know they're going to do that ancestral work. But Dino, he's been on the show. That
Man.
Dino,
Cheers.
to Pops,
Love you, nigga.
Cat's dad, cousin Tanya. I've lost a few co-workers and friends this last 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and
You ain't alone.
everybody else out there dealing with life and death. I pray for you, and I know we toasting alcohol and I'm here, but I'm really just paying respect to y'all and hope that you all find solace and peace, and the Most High bring comfort to you all. At the end of the day, all we have is each other. You can have your dreams,
All we got.
you can keep pushing, but you will always be alive until the last person stops saying your name,
Yes.
and that's real.
It's true.
We buried my best friend dad yesterday.
Damn, I'm so sorry.
The prototype, the speech I gave at his funeral. He's the prototype, you know. Like I said, life
We're
is
gonna pray
short.
for you.
But if you believe in the universe, your spirit
Everybody-
moves on.
It does.
And
They are always with you.
I got that. And one thing I want to say too, before, I'm gonna end it on a bright note.
Yeah.
Today's my little brother's VJ's birthday. Happy 40th,
Happy
VJ.
birthday!
birthday.
We made it to 40. How you
Little
doing?
brother. James,
Hey.
little brother made it to 40
Let's
today.
go.
Happy birthday, bro.
We married.
Yeah, you married.
Last
Chilling.
day of
We all-
Libra.
hey,
Last
hey,
day of Libra.
all my dad's sons is married and got houses. We is not
Man,
broke.
No, that's right.
So he ain't gotta worry about
I
he
know
was
that's
pussy
right.
now. He locked in.
Shout out.
got
It's
it.
always a
Good
beautiful
birthday.
day
You
when the
y'all own
next
shit.
generation's good.
But
Rest in peace, Dino Brown and Sean
Rest in
Boyd was
peace.
my comedian.
So,
dog.
yeah,
They died
that's
the
who I
same
was
day,
thinking
bro.
of.
I
Yeah.
got two, my nigga. They died
Yeah,
the same day.
that's who else I was thinking of. I couldn't think of the name, but
When I got out, Dino was one of the only, well, not only, but
Shout
he was
out.
one of the brothers that supported me early, you know what I'm saying, when I first got out the pen.
Cool
Yeah.
dude. He
And that was
a
just
cool
like, I go to
Dope.
LA, fuck around with, you know, Dave Chappelle and all them niggas down there, man. And that boy, love that
like
nigga.
Jay.
Oh, I
He was-
met
I
that.
know.
That is so
Um,
sweet.
I know we trying to
Rest
wrap
in
it
peace.
up, but there was one reason why I really shed a tear about Dino.
That's my
Was that there
guy.
was, because I'm looking at all the tributes to
I
him,
want
right?
to.
And one of the things that everybody was saying
I wanna-
is, and I know from my personal experience, is that Dino always had an encouraging word. This and that.
Yeah.
I know sometimes when my spirits was
Funny
down,
smile.
because I'm one of them creative niggas, so I go really up and down emotionally. Dino was one of the niggas that would give me a charge, this and that, and then I realized something. I saw hundreds of people across Facebook and Instagram underneath my comments when I put the rest in peace up, talking about how Dino poured into them, how
Yeah.
Dino was called him up, champ, encouraging this and that,
Dino.
right? And then I thought about it.
Solid.
Dino was always pouring into
Solid
me,
dude.
giving me encouragement, this and that, right?
That's
And I
my
realized
guy.
something, and this was a regret I had. I really shed a tear over this shit the other day because
I done fucked
I
up.
know that I didn't pour into him like he poured into me, and I had a regret, and I thought about it, and I
That's
see,
real.
and when I put up
That's
these
real
posts,
assessment.
and I got 100 people in the comments telling how Dino always called me, Dino always encouraged me, Dino always had a word for me,
Dino's in
always
LA
had a
hitting me.
plan,
Because when I come to Oakland, I'm
thought
coming
about
on the
it.
podcast.
And I really
I'm
thought about
doing
it. Now Dino is resting, but I thought about it like, man,
When we got
Dino
here,
was pouring into hundreds of people. It's hundreds of people across social media, and I'm like, damn.
he touched.
Who was pouring into Dino?
He touched.
Who
He
was
touched
giving him
lives.
the encouraging
He
word?
touched souls.
This and that. So just let that be a lesson, man. If you love your people, man, you want to encourage them. You
Love
want to give them their
everybody.
flowers, as they say,
Give them their
man.
flowers now.
Man, hit your
Right.
people. And sometimes they say
Hit
that
your
cliche of, oh, check on your strong
Love
friend and all that, but
I'm
that's
your- I'm a
real.
strong
The
friend.
person that's there
You
for
can check on
everybody,
me.
stop and take a moment and be there for them.
Check on them.
Because that's why I was crying, man. Because
Right.
because I had a person with me that was like, "Well, this part of life," and I was saying, I feel so
We
bad
understand
because that cat was there for me
He
so
was.
much, and now I realize now that he's gone that I wasn't there for him
But you can still
on the
do it.
level.
It's still, that's the spirit
Come here,
of it.
come
That's
here.
the spirit of it.
Come
though.
here.
What do you
Oh,
mean by that?
Yeah,
I was
please.
gonna say,
Elaborate, baby.
when people depart, first of all, there is no death. It's only
Thank you.
transition.
There you go.
Transition,
There you
yes.
go. There you
And
Just saying.
when we talk about the Bible and it says Jesus died on the cross for our lives, it's not like a physical thing, but a spiritual
It's
thing. meaning
metaphysical.
his life is gone, but it goes back into us, right?
Yes.
So whatever he poured into you, you can still pour back into him by doing and
it.
continuing what you're doing in his honor.
Yes.
So you keep living, you keep working, you take his spirit and you pour it into somebody else.
Yes.
So you take what he taught you and you teach others.
There you go.
I had the
Seek-
chance to meet him for the
Seek
first
God
time.
first.
He was
and then
hella
you can
cool,
pour
man.
into
I'm not gonna lie.
podcast
Yes.
at Laney College. This was the
There you
first
go.
time I ever met him.
Right.
And that was actually 3 or 4 weeks ago. And
Real?
we were up at Laney
That
College.
was wow.
And we
Dino has been.
He is the bomb,
and
man.
I
I'm not gonna
remember
lie.
him.
He was cool.
It's so interesting when you look
Cool.
back how
That's
when you
my
have a
God.
conversation with someone, how profound the conversation is in retrospect. They be future speaking.
Mm-hmm.
So when I was talking to him, it was almost like we were speaking in a different timeline, and I didn't catch up what he was putting down
There
till
you go.
after he
Passed
transitioned.
away.
And then it all started clicking. So don't feel bad.
Don't.
No, I've been feeling bad.
No,
Well, that's why I reached out
don't
to
When
you.
feel
you-
bad.
Because
That's
I
why I
wasn't
reached-
there for him.
No,
But don't.
you
but
are-
don't.
Yo, feel bad,
Yeah,
motherfucker.
The
Feel
point
bad.
is
Stop.
not to
Stop.
the
Kick
point-
yourself in the ass.
The
Stop.
point is not to
Feel how you
physically
feel.
feel bad.
Right.
It's what
Yeah.
you gonna do with the memory of his life.
Yes.
And so that could be
He
a
was
lifelong
selfless.
thing.
Yeah.
So you can still do something with
Yes.
it.
Yeah.
And let that be your
Absolutely.
motivation that you live in his
Definitely.
honor, that we all live
Yeah.
in his honor, his light,
Yeah.
his legacy,
That's
his
right.
spirit.
That's right.
It's never too late. And even though he's not here in the physical form,
There you go.
his spirit is now in a million
With you.
pieces.
With you.
Yeah, and
A
then
lot
you
of
take
people.
that and use that for motivation.
Yeah, of course.
Take his life
Yeah,
and
of course.
use
Positively.
it to motivate you.
Yeah.
To do whatever
It's
it is
true.
you would have done, even though he's not
And
here
you will
physically.
feel him. He's with you. His
He
spirit
is.
is with you. That is all a part
Thank
of
you.
our transition.
Yeah.
But don't feel
So-
bad, because if you feel bad, then you're not
Yes.
tapping into his spirit.
There,
Yes.
that's
He was
you
not
need
the
to
type of
listen
He
dude
was-
Yeah.
that was
gotta tap
wanted
in.
you to feel bad.
Yes.
He wants you to celebrate.
Yes.
And I feel so happy, and I didn't even know him. So
I
it's
did.
like
I
feel,
knew him.
I
He was
feel
the
like
bomb.
a,
He was cool.
like
You can't
a really
connect with
good
him by
He
spirit.
was
feeling bad.
cool. He was a cool
Yeah.
dude.
Feeling bad is not going to connect with
It's
him.
not.
Feeling
Oh,
great.
Good
We-
is gonna connect.
We lost.
That part.
We lost
Yeah.
That
and
part
I know
right
a lot
there.
of people said a
For
real
sure.
one that
Yes.
couldn't do
Yeah.
it. We lost.
Don't feel bad. Don't feel bad.
Can I say one thing before you
Everybody
get
has
Oh,
their
that.
time
Hey,
to
if you want to,
transition.
no, some real
Everybody
shit.
has their time
If
to
you want to
transition.
attend Dino Brown services, man, it's gonna be Thursday, November 2nd. The room,
Okay.
I'm not
the
really
viewing
good
will be
with
from 10 a.m. to
10,
10:55 a.m. The funeral will be
I'm
at
not
11
good with
a.m.
people
Everything will
going
take
to
place
the
at
hospital or
Allen Temple
And Allen
Baptist
Temple.
Church, man. That's
Allen
November
Temple.
2nd.
That's
I'm gonna be
legendary.
there. That's my dog.
I know it was.
God bless his
He was a
head.
comedian. He was
But
good.
can we,
He was
on a
vibe.
lighter note, let me get a
I know
toast
him a
to
little bit.
Deshaun. Where's my glass?
Hey,
Jesus Christ.
I'm an entertainer. 'Cause, you know, I'm a model. I'm
Oh
a
my
dancer. I'm an
Oh, you
actress.
good.
Nigga, I know you for 10 years. You think I know you?
I do a lot. I do a lot of
You got a
things.
pool?
I'm a former athlete. You feel me? And I meet a lot of people. Y'all don't know that because I do a lot of
Well, we
things.
don't know that.
You posted, we
We know everybody you know.
Okay.
Um,
So,
Go ahead, brother.
I
Let's go.
mean,
Let's go to the end for
It
the
is what
cancel
it
you.
is.
Hold on, Renee
I ain't
wants to
gonna
give a
cancel.
toast.
You
Oh.
can't cancel greatness.
Man.
Motherfucking right.
So I want to give a toast to Cognac Confessionals. We've been here for 3 years doing our
My name is Runaways. I'm in the building.
But let me just say, okay, so I have my
Remission.
Hold on.
I have my podcast here
The
for
Venus Lounge.
The Venus Lounge. We're gonna be moving to a bigger studio in Berkeley, and I've been
Shout
developing
out
my
to
show.
sis.
We're still all family. We're gonna move
Oh,
from
we
this to
connected.
the other place. But what I will say is, what kept me going every day and what kept me motivated was watching Deshaun come in here
Hello.
every week.
Every
No
week.
matter what.
Hello.
If it was raining, snowing, cold, he had a guest that faked and didn't show up, or somebody
I
didn't
put it
call.
out.
Then last minute he still came, and was the
Always.
consistency that I admired and the dedication for him to
Always.
be here every day. Well, I was like, okay, I'm gonna be in here next door, and he come in. Who you got on today? All right. Always
course.
motivating me, so I want to salute
you.
you, King.
I appreciate
You
it.
motivate me.
Thank you.
I don't think I have.
He has
any more.
probably one of the most jolliest laughs I've ever seen.
I'm in here. I'm in the
And-
building.
Everybody in the building. Cheers
Oh,
to
you
the
definitely in the
show.
building, man.
Cognac
You in the building,
Confessionals.
Mac Drake.
Make it easy,
I'm in the building, Mac Drake. How are you?
I've been in the building. I'm feeling
Oh, you definitely in the building.
Herb, me. I know everybody up here where many meets you. Herb, me. I'm
So
I'm well known in the Bay.
Let's
I
go.
just want to say, humbly, thank you. I appreciate everybody, all y'all that's tuning in, that share, like,
And thank you for having
subscribe.
me.
I'm just a regular dude with
You are.
I
exceptional
feel like I should
talent.
get
I
up.
don't know. You about to
Yeah. I need to.
I'm humbly cocky.
humbly cocky. You catch it at 3
You
a.m.
catch that at 3 in the morning.
Yeah, you go to his Facebook, he don't turn down.
I don't turn on
You
shit.
will.
Nah, but for real though, I'm grateful. I'm thankful, always grateful. Like I said, I've had my last few weeks have been shitty, so
Yeah.
I'm here,
Let's
and
go.
I'm keep pushing for my loved ones and the ones we leaving behind and the loved ones we just buried, and we getting ready
fight
to
your
bury
ass,
the
nigga.
homie Dino.
Fight
And
you. I'm from the deep east. I'll fight that
life
nigga.
I'll
is
fight him for
bigger than Deep East.
I'll jump in.
I appreciate you all. Make sure y'all tune in, like, share the page. At the end of the day is over.
Real
Via
started gang
Carlos
banging
Miller.
up in
I'm
there.
not gang
Yeah, she
banging.
getting in. She like want to get next to Santa Claus.
Hey, she
She
almost
trying to
on
figure out
Kel-
what
hey,
gifts is in my
Shizzle.
bag.
Shizzle, she almost on Kelder level right
Stop
there.
playing. I'm on the deep
It was
east. Shit,
in
I can
my
do what I
sight.
want to do up in here. You heard me? I'm family.
All
You
right,
heard
good
me?
night.
You can't do what you want to do, but
Okay, I won't.
Of
Hey,
course.
I
Don't feel
appreciate
bad,
you
though.
all for tuning in as always. Cousin, thank you for coming.
Hey, of course. Love you.
Appreciate you.
That is so
All
nice, cousin.
You
I'm
didn't sing your song.
having fun. Make sure y'all tune in next week when we have I don't know what the fuck we got next
We
week.
have a sugar.
I might be on
Yeah, we have some
Why is he
kind
doing that?
next week.
You know
We
who
got
coming
sugar
here.
next week.
Stop. You
Oh.
know who coming.
You sure? We'll have to have a meeting about that.